I think I can speak for everyone by saying that 2020 has done a number on all of us. But one thing that 2020 has given me was the idea to tour America in a converted van. So let's go ahead and see what crazy ideas I've come up with and how I've been using my time in quarantine. Hello guys, Felicia here and Cole. I swear I'm going to have a cat photo bomb or video bomb every single video that I do because there are so many here. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be cat sitting here. Looks like it's going to be for a few more months, so I am officially a cat lady for a few more months. But I am here today to show you guys a pre-van tour. Have no idea what to call this, but just kind of going through my van plans, show you exactly how I hope everything's going to work and how to get you guys started on this journey if you are interested in van life and how to start planning your van because it can be very overwhelming. So this is my baby. Welcome to my van tour. So this is built, I already have it falling apart. Goodness gracious. Where did my other dinette go? I lost one of my dinettes. Oh, it's actually still in there. It didn't fall out. So, let me start off by saying I got this template. So it is just a cutout. It shows you where the what is that called? Like the beams, the supports, the yeah, you guys get my drift, but you know where the big thick metal stuff is. So technical on this channel. But I do make it so that this wall can fall out and then my roof can come open so you can see all in there. And now I have my storage cubicles falling out. This is where I'm going to keep all my clothes. They are like 13 by 13 little cubicles. Don't know if that's not getting in focus, but you know, you get the point. So that is 6 cubicles, well enough for all my clothes. And I really don't like those package cubes. If you watch van tours a lot, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's like you have to get it out and it's all these like mini suitcases basically for like unzipping. I would much rather fold it, put it in a cube, get the cube out and take out what clothes I need. I don't know, I just don't like the idea of living out of bags, and like I used these while I was in my apartment, so it's just a lot more manageable for me. So let's go through just a few things to think about before we even get to this point, because trust me guys, I have this graphing paper notebook and 20 pages I believe are like just vans. Like I have houses at the beginning, barns in the middle. You can really see how my life has morphed in purpose. But hold on, starting, oh, that's actually a tiny house that I was going to do on a trailer. This is a van, hold on. That is also a van. Okay, so literally, this is the one that I have settled on so far. Let's hope I don't change it, but I love it. So just to explain a little bit about how I draw it, it is all to scale. So 1 square is 6 inches, so 2 squares is 1 foot, and on and on. So this is the Ram ProMaster 159. I'm between that and the Ford Transit 148. They are very similar in size and will be just very easy. They're like within inches of each other. Now the Ram ProMaster is wider, so a lot of people like to sleep side to side in those, but it's just really important to keep your dimensions in mind when doing this. So I always like to put my bird's eye view on the middle so that when I'm visioning it, I know that when this folds up, it is this wall right here that I'm drawing on. So like this is my bed, so this is like where my mattress is on the view if I was standing and looking at it. So bird's eye, and then normal view if you're standing straight up, you know. And then, so for this one, if this wall was like that, then it would be connected. So you really have to flip it upside down actually to get the proper view. So it is like my sink, my stove and oven, and then my bed, windows, and then decoration. So that is how I draw. And you know, rough sketches, where do I want my bed? Do I want a Murphy bed? Do I want a fixed bed? Do I want a bench to bed conversion, or have dinette to bed conversion? So you really have to make those decisions first and kind of get a feel for what you want and you just have to think about how you sleep. Like if you sleep all sprawled out like Cole here, actually he's doing pretty good, guys. He's pretty balled up. Normally he's like on his back and just going all over the place, but I always sleep with my arm up, and I don't know why. I have to sleep with my arm up. I cannot sleep with it down. I can sometimes sleep with it this way, but I just know like I have to sleep with it up. If I'm in a space where I am limited, I will be very upset. And there are ways to like finagle that in your build, that you keep your insulation a little bit thinner so that your bed's wider, or you can get what I believe they call flares, and I don't know if they weld them on, but you have to probably get them professionally put on, and it adds maybe like 2 inches to each side, and you can see those pop outs on your exterior. So you have to think about how you sleep and your bed. So you have to think about if you want a designated space for your toilet, if you are going to use the toilet inside of your van, if you're going number 1 and number 2. There are no ways of getting around talking about this with van life, because people ask you all the time, how do you plan on going to the bathroom? So I want a composting toilet. I will probably be building it myself because Nature's Head is one of the most popular brands, and it is $900. I was like, I'm not paying $900 to go to the bathroom. Although my financial advice for life is if I use it that many times, it will pay for itself off for $1 per use. So like my watch was $300, I have to use it at least 300 times, go on 300 runs, do 300 exercises, whatever, and that pays it off. So that is just a Felicia financial tip for the day. But I was like, I will definitely be pooping 900 times, but I just can't, I just can't $1,000 to go to the bathroom. Like, it's just a little ridiculous for my taste. So, and I know how to make it myself, but if you guys want to hear an entire video about how I'm going to go to the bathroom, let me know and I will talk about it in depth there. But that is all for today. So figure out how you're going to do that. Figure out if you want a shower. So I have opted, because Felicia loves food and Felicia loves cooking, and Felicia doesn't know how people live with like these little itty bitty fridges. But I found this 12-volt fridge that is 5 feet something, so it's literally almost the entire height of your van, and it runs strictly off of 12-volt systems. If you guys are newbies and don't know anything about electrical, please ignore me, but if you want to know this information, I will link it in the description below. I've not seen any people use it, so if I use it and it's a fail, then you will know not to use it. But it just looks very interesting to me, very big, and it looks like it's going to be okay on power usage. 7 amp hours at startup and 1 amp hour as it is running. So not too bad on energy efficiency, and it is much bigger. It's like the same size as you would see in an RV. It's basically an RV fridge, but just 12 volt, no propane, no AC. It's strictly 12 volt DC. So bedding, bathroom, fridge and food, sitting if you want to host. I know that sounds ridiculous. I want to host a dinner party in my van. But I mean, that's really important to me. I love family dinners. I love having friends over. And I really just wanted to be able to sit as many as possible. So the way that I have it is that I have these dinettes. And they will be removable. So I can remove them and use them outside as like a picnic table if there's no picnic tables available, or I can like use this as like yoga workout space and like stack them in my hallway because they can stack and all that jazz. But think about sleeping, bathrooming, and food, and how many people you want to fit in your van, and like just kind of like what your priorities are, and then you will eventually figure out what's the best way to go about all that. So I will take you on a mini van tour right now. Alright, so starting with the exterior of my van, we have the sliding door, which is currently off its hinges. Also, I have a window that I'm still debating upon. It's on order right now, but they're taking forever, so I might just cancel it and stick with my 2 Max Air fans, which I already have ready to be installed when I finally do get the van. 4 100-watt solar panels, and then roof decking. So we will see how much real estate I actually have, because you can always plan and things don't ever work out exactly how you want them to. So this opens up and you can see my roof, ceiling slats, my 12-volt puck lights that I want, and my 2 vent fans. So one is going to be directly over the bed, and then the other one is going to be over top of my dinette space. So go ahead and take this wall down as well. On this back wall, I am utilizing, oh, that cubicle is sideways. I'm utilizing every single inch of that back wall space, from my cubes for my clothing storage. This is going to be a pantry with utensils, junk drawer, whatever. And then I do have my toilet in here, but I think I'm going to change it to be inside of my shower box, cube, bench, seat thing, multi-purpose component. So this will probably be actually where my electrical is going to go, because I'm debating on getting the Yeti 3000X. I was going to get like the separate inverter, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just don't listen, but inverter, solar charger, the charge controller, and just so many different components. But I think it's just going to be easier, and it's going to be able to be powered, and I can get external power bank tanks if it's not enough for the Yeti 3000X to be right there and easily accessible. Also, my mattress, which is cut up into 2 parts, so it actually goes together like so, and it is 48 inches. It's not focusing. Yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing, but it's 48 inches by 60 inches, and then this small piece is 24 inches by 48 inches. And this is flat with the countertop, so I'm going to have a pull out that goes flush with like where my fridge is, so I can still open my fridge and utilize my sink while it's open. And this flap covers where my stove is going to be, so it is not going to be resting on the stove, which is obviously a bad idea. So this piece goes in just like so, and this smaller piece sits in right there. So that is a queen size bed, just with this little notch out. So pantry, fridge and freezer, also my upper cabinetry that I want to put all my dishes in, and dinnerware and whatever else. And then also this, I think, is a really cool component that I don't see on a lot of other vans, but using that wall space. So this to scale is 6 inches deep, and it can come out and be extra countertop space, but also serve as storage up against the wall. So the dinette just sits right in front or like underneath that, depending on if I want it out of the way or not. And then so the way I want this to be done is that the sliding door, you walk in, and this is going to be like an L-shaped couch. Now, if I am walking through, if I'm not using the side door and I'm just using my driver's side door that I can get in, the swivel seat will obviously be in the driving position, and I can move these so that they are across from each other and walk through that way. Also, they can be removable, so if I'm camping, I can have them out here in my campground and be used as like a picnic table, and all of this is open area. Obviously, I'm going to have some kind of traction pads or whatnot so that they don't slide around in transit. We will see how well that works out. So taking my mattress off. My idea for this is that while my mattress and my bed frame is up, I didn't make this in the paper version, but I really like the idea of being able to lift up my mattress and having a dowel rod connected underneath it, so that when I lift it up, my clothing comes up with it, because I have a full-time profession. I work at a school, so I want to be able to have non-wrinkly clothes. So I can lift it up, grab my clothes out, put it back down, and that's how I access my clothes, as well as a little door underneath there if necessary. Also, if I have longer things in the garage underneath my bed, they can poke through if need be. So this wall is a little bit harder to see, But when this is up, this is recessed between the paneling, and I want to have like a fruit and veggie rack and then a little tray right here that I can keep my soaps and everything so that my bed when out is not interfering with any of that storage. So I have my sink. It's going to be 15 by 17 by 10. I already have that. It is in storage at my mom's house. And then all of my plumbing and everything is going to be underneath that, as well as my 2-burner stove and oven combo. This is really hard to see, guys. I'm so sorry. And then underneath that and behind it, I'm going to have my hot water system. So that is basically the gist of my van. I've never seen anyone else do this, and I know I'm crazy. You do not have to tell me, but not that I have a lot of free time. I just really enjoy doing this kind of thing. I cannot wait to see this puppy be done and be hitting the road and taking you guys along with me. Alright, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I can't wait to see what I come up with next. Have a great day, guys. Bye!